What is up, everybody, and welcome to another mock video. So our past 3 mock videos showed us how to customize our Matoran, Toa, and Turaga to give them full body articulation. Well, now we're switching it up a bit and going to the enemies. So today, here we have Galak. As we all know, the Bohrok have a severe case of tunnel vision. They can only look straight, as with most 2001 Bionicle figures, even though Bohrok are 2002. They, of course, can jerk their head forward, but they lack the ability to look left, right, up, and down. You can kind of move the legs, I guess, but that can be inconvenient sometimes. Now, let's scoot Galak back over here and bring the much more fearsome custom Tawnak. So this is the custom build I have come up with for the Bohrok. As you guys know, with all of my mock videos, I do what I can to keep the original pieces and bodies of the original figures. I don't modify them very much. So here, I have completely stripped Tawnak of the main head Bohrok piece, and here we are. So Tawnak can now look up, down, kind of left, kind of right. There are limitations nonetheless, but there are limitations with everything, of course. But he can look around a lot more. He can get very uncomfortably in your face, like that. So, quick things to note before we get into the tutorial on how to build this. Only one play feature is sacrificed. So the gear function still works the same. You could still launch the head forward, but there was no way to incorporate the rubber band. I probably spent about 3 hours on this build, if you want me to be honest, and I just could not find a way to get the rubber band on there, even though I wanted to. So that is out the question, but the other 2 play features that involve launching the Karana forward and the ability to turn the Bohrok into a ball like this still exist. So those play features have not been removed, thankfully. That was another important thing about keeping the Bohrok build specifically, was to allow it to keep its main attributes that make the Bohrok as intimidating as they are. So with all that being said, the camera's not focused. With all that being said, let's go ahead and strip Tawnak down and look at how to build this. Alright, so now we have our decommissioned Bohrok. We have removed Tawnak's head, and we are keeping the torso exactly the same as it originally was. I've made this noted in all 3 of my other videos, that we are not going to change the main build. So we're just going to strip it of the head. So the first way we're going to start this off is we're going to take 2 3-length long pins and shove them into the gears like this, to where it's sticking out on both sides. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 3 pinhole lift arms, and we're going to plug them to the side. Now, I'd like to note real quick that this is not your traditional lift arm. This is actually a CCBS piece, as you could tell by the ball joint in the center. This is an actual lift arm piece. Now, the reason why I'm using this instead of this is because I only have this one left. All of my other lift arms I use for all of my Matoran. So this is all I have. If you have this piece or this piece, both of them will work. So I just want to make note of that real quick. Alright, so now we attach those, and that's going to sit to the side like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the head. So here we have the original dome build. So we're going to have the dome piece, and then we're going to have the teeth attached by a 3-length long pin, just like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hold that like that, and we're going to take 2 of these. This has a axle connector on the bottom and a pin connector on the side, and we're going to plug them in like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the Karana holder, and we're going to line that up. Next, we're going to take a 6-long axle, and we're going to stick it through. Like that. There we go. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the original Borak eyepieces and we're going to put them parallel to the teeth, like so. Now, as you guys can notice, there are two protrusions on the side of the eyes. We're going to leave those there, and the reason why is because this is how you connect the head to the body. So we're going to put the corona in, close the dome, here's your head, and we're going to put that off to the side. Now what we're going to do is going to build the actual connection between the head and the body, which is going to be this setup right here. We're going to need two of these. So, we're going to take this connector, we're going to take this ball joint piece that has two axle holes on it, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a 2 long axle, stick it through like this, where it has protrusions on both sides. Then we're going to take this half wide, probably a little more like a bushing piece, this half wide lift arm that has 2 axle pins on it, and we're going to plug it in like that. So as you can see, we now have 2 of these facing opposite direction. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take half pin, half axles, and plug them in like this into each one. And now we're going to connect it to the lift arm. So all 3 pinhole lift arm pieces are being taken up right here. And now we're going to finish attaching the head. So we're going to take those 2 protrusions that are on the side of the dome, and we're going to attach it to this axle hole right here. So as you can see, this is facing straight. You're going to turn the head at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to plug it in like that. And you're going to attach onto both sides, and there you go. You have now customized your Borak to have full head movement. Couple other things to note. When the dome piece is like this, it's kind of hard to clip together. It kind of needs to be in a very specific position to click. But once it does click, it will stay clicked. It won't fall off. But if you try to connect it while it's in a special angle or whatever, it probably won't connect properly. Second thing I'd like to know, as most of you know, all the Borak have the exact same builds as one another, so the build that I used on Tanak in this video will work for any of the Borak, so you can customize all of their heads. With that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will post a link to the other mock videos in the description below. And to finalize this, I'd like to say that this build is free of use. I believe LEGO should be for innovation, and we should share each other's ideas. So if you do use this build, you are not required or anything to, reference me or mention me. If you'd like to give me credit for it, that'd be appreciated, but it's definitely not like a requirement. So go ahead, take this build and use it for your own use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was pretty helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching.